Hey you all. Yes, I'm back. Married to Medicine reunion season 5 part 3. I'm just gonna say this was the best of the best. Okay. For everybody to come out, all I know is that what I did like about it, first of all, I'm so over Curtis, I don't know what to do. Okay. It started out talking about Dr. Gene, I think that's his name, Gene Greg. That's his name? I don't even know right now. Um, I'm gonna call him Dr. G. For some reason, I don't know. Quad husband, he's just a hot mess, and I was for, like I said, I was for him at first, and I was blaming everything on Quad. Like, Quad do seem a little selfish, like, what about me? And then everything else. But one thing that I do know, and two for sure, is that these two people seem to be very strong-minded on their perception, and it's not meeting in the middle. He's not seeing where she's coming from. He's not seeing where she's coming from. And both of them feel like they're really right about how they feel, and everything else. But I feel like that what I'm getting is that he doesn't really what I think at the end of the day, Quad feels a problem that he doesn't value her and the things that he do for him. But I don't know why Quad stays. I don't know why. And it seemed like he don't want to give up Quad. But I just hope, like, everybody on there, they was just sick of him, okay? And it was like, she just couldn't take it anymore, whatever. But even Heather was like, why don't y'all, if y'all don't want to be together, just break the hell up, at the end of the day. You go your way, he go his way. But for some reason, I feel like deep down, Quad don't really want to give up, and he don't either, but they both not happy deep down. And I don't know if they could come to a common ground. This will be good. This is what we need to see next season, on if they could stay together or they working through it and everything else. And they wasn't happy with Simone. Simone, you trying to get Eugene together, and Toya wasn't letting you handle her man or whatever. And like, Eugene, be quiet. Like, no. And you know what? That's so disrespectful to me. And Eugene was looking like, what? Like, because he was saying, well, hasn't he not tried or whatever, talking about Cecil. Then she wants to control Cecil. Cecil, leave it alone, let your judgment stands. Like, don't change your mind now about one of this marriage or whatever. And it's like, at the end of the day, Dr. Jackie and Dr. Simone, they are some strong women, okay? And deep down, Simone knows she don't want to leave Cecil, but it was like that was her last card. And if they can't be together, he's not happy, she's not trying to do the work, and just blaming each other, it was just like too much. But at the end of the day, all I'ma say is, bravo to Toya. Toya was taking over the show tonight. Well, from what I watched, whatever. Because it came on Friday, but I caught up on it tonight or whatever. But it felt good because none of them wanted to see them break up, And it's like, Toya was like, I peeped that, who was in the back. He's saying that, he is hard for him to tell Simone he loved. But with this platonic friend, he was like, it came off easy. And it's like, not one time she heard him say, fight for his marriage or whatever. Mariah had good points. Everybody had good points tonight. Telling Cecil, because you could tell like he was hurt. I think he put, even though Simone says a lot or whatever, he doesn't tell me he loves me and everything else. And, he's telling, well, he comes from this household and everything else. And they didn't tell, he thought with his actions. But sometimes you telling a woman that she wants to hear what's wrong with saying it, whatever. So I'm like, Cecil, look. And I'm like, well, Simone, what you got going on, girl? Like, why you ain't trying to let this work? you know, whatever. Do you got somebody? But I'm like, hell, she worked too much. Cecil, this best friend, I don't know, because if she was your true best friend, she will root for you, support you in your marriage. But Simone was like, she's not really all the major problem, but she is part of the problem, because for 10 years, 5 years was the problem because of this woman. And then this woman stayed with them for 8 days in the house with them. And she lives in Atlanta. Like, who does that? Like, I ain't trying to bring no in-house coochie up in here. No. And ma'am, you need you a hotel. So Simone was a better woman than me on that part, because hey, baby, you live around the corner. Baby, you live in the same city. Like, no, that's not. And you stay for 8 days. Like, no, you need some money to get you a room. Like, what's your status? You ain't got no relatives. Like, what? It was just too much. Okay. And it's probably other issues that's going on with them or whatever. But one thing that I love, when it got towards the end, when they had that break, they was huddling over. You know, Jackie, she was like really fighting for it, because she knows Simone and Cecil for 20 years. This episode was the breakthrough, okay? The breakthrough for the, I guess, the come up, you know, restore the marriage, okay? And to me, it just felt so good. Well, first of all, I'm like Jackie. Jackie was saying so much about, you know, Dr. G and Courtney. And I was just like, Dr. Jackie, please, you know, get Curtis on the rest, because I still don't trust Curtis, okay? I still feel like he's still messing around. That's just how I feel. I may be wrong, but I'm never too wrong. I'm never too off. That's just what his energy giving me. Then with Dr. Jackie, you know, she was looking towards Curtis, and she was like, Curtis, you know, he was like, you know what, it is final. You know, it's like, Curtis, are you serious? But you know what? I can understand where Dr. Jackie come from, because she known them for 20 years. She know that they both love each other. Everybody on that panel know that. And I'm going to tell you something. Tonight, I'm getting a chill over me, because what I saw was, and we don't see this, you saw, usually on reality shows or whatever, where divorces go, you just hear about it and it's just whatever. But this was like a counseling little session for them. And their friends were talking to them. And Toya getting through to Simone. You know, what if about the friend? And I like what they were saying. Heavily was saying. Mariah was saying, she needs to go. You know, the best friend, she needs to go. You know, I ain't no best friend over here. You know, whatever. You're not building my marriage. You're tearing my marriage apart. And Toya, you know, really talking to Simone and everything else, you know. And what if, you know what I'm saying, what if Cecil do let her go? You know, whatever. Are you willing to give your marriage a chance? You know, and everything else. And in the end, they come back, you know. And the men, Aiden had so much to say tonight, which I was surprised. And I just loved how all the men, even the women, were trying to support Cecil and telling Cecil. Mariah had some good points. You know, Cecil, you act very nonchalant. She needs to see you, you know, fight for this marriage. And she needs to see this. At first, I was looking, he has a poker face, okay? But to see them, it just felt so good to see all of them, because they're all black, okay, except for Aiden, you know, and everything else. Well, he's married to a black woman, so we're going to make him black too. But to see them to help their friend. And instead of like, that's her situation, girl, snickering or whatever. It felt so good to see the love and the support of men saying, hey, man, you know, your family, you know, and this and that. And it just means so much for the family unit to stay a family unit. No matter what happens or whatever, but y'all work through that and y'all stay as a family unit. And I just love that. And that was like the positive thing to see, how that there are men, real men, who love their families, loving their wives and everything else. And like Toya say, sometimes maybe her her way of doing things, her method may come out a little hard, and everything else. But at the end of the day, like she say, I want them to be there for me like I'm there here for them today, because it may be us down the road. And that's why I'm like, yes, Toya, thank you, because it's nothing like somebody who's saying that, I'm happy, I'm in a happy place, but I don't know, that may be me tomorrow, but I'm going to support you because you're my friend. And, instead of like, oh, my marriage is all good, we don't got these problems. And you know what else was so groundbreaking for me is to see Heavenly to admit that she got some issues in her marriage, and she, it made her feel like that maybe she could open a little bit more about, her marriage and everything else. So hopefully it's not, I don't think it's nothing real bad, but maybe it's some things that we really don't know about that we will see in the next season. But, everybody look to them, and it's nothing like looking up to certain people that been married for a long time and really actually seeing like, okay, well, it ain't cookies and cream or whatever, but you look towards, those what I want to say, like somewhat like a role model or blueprint. Like if they've been together, I look up to that because that gives me hope, And in the Black community, we don't see a lot of that, around, because people get married one minute and then they fall out of love or whatever. But to see them work through that, it's just like marriage is work. You have to consider the other person. I learned some things that I ain't even married, but it really opened my eyes into not taking your spouse for granted at the end of the day, So that was really good. What else? That was like the highlight. And Andy was like letting Toya lead. And he asked, a couple of questions that they was giving him. He could have flipped them cards in the air because it took for a whole different, it shifted. And I'm just glad, even though, they met, Toya said, I'm going to give my seat up to give to Cecil. And Cecil came down there. He told Simone he loved her. He don't want a divorce. Simone didn't want one either. It was just so good. It was so amazing. Jackie was happy, and it's really good because, don't nobody want to see their friend, and they both have love for both of them. To see them in turmoil and break up and all this other stuff, that's why all the women were so emotional at first. And I couldn't get it, but now I get it. I understand. So, yeah, I'm just saying, I'm just ready for next season. Next season, this is what I need them. They did a damn good job, okay? They did an awesome job on this reunion. Not just so much the reunion, this season. This season was deep. It was rooted. It was just really good. Oh, but baby, did y'all catch that when Andy asked Contessa, what did she think about the women? She was like, she had great positive things to say. When she said, yeah, because sometimes I think the shade goes below the belt and Mariah gonna look at her some kind of way. But it's like, Mariah, let it go. I'm glad that you're back. But Mariah, this is what I want to happen next season. Mariah, I want her to be more transparent. I want Mariah to be more transparent. Less dig. Don't dig 6 feet. Just dig 3, because she could really dig and go real ugly real quick. Heavenly, I want to see more of you and Dr. Damon, seeing how that goes, and see more of y'all, seeing how you kind of put a lid on it. Heavenly, I can't give you 3 feet. I give you 1.5, okay? Because you just, sometimes you can be much, and I love Heavenly. I love all the women on the show. Dr. Jackie and Curtis, although I feel like it's still too early for Curtis or whatever, I want to see more, yeah, I want to see more interaction with them or whatever, seeing where they going, how they heading now, how they progressing along the way. I want to see the chemistry. Eugene and Toya, I want to see y'all and those beautiful babies. I think they're so cute. I didn't get enough to see them this season. So I want to see, Eugene relax a little bit more since they got the taxes done. I want to see more family interaction, on the show. Simone and Cecil, what I want to see from you guys is I want to see more of you guys putting in the work and really considering each other and not neglecting each other. Mariah Aiden, hey, just throw events, you know, whatever. And hell, and Mama Lucy, hello. Who else I want to see? Contessa, of course, and her husband. I'm gonna see more of their story. Her being hands-on mom, stay-at-home mom since she's that now. What else do I want to see? Quad. Quad is, it could go either way with me. If they really love each other and they willing to put in the work, that would be a great story. That would be a great storyline to see them working through. Like, we came back, they into counseling. There, he, you know, Dr. G is respecting his wife a little bit more. Quad, I want to see more transparency of Quad, because without the gay lingo, it's just like, come on, we all like the gay lingo. Like, yes, hunty, yes, and this and da 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 da. And I feel like that a lot of things that she didn't open to me, like her as a person. I want to see what is she's blossoming to. Who is Quad? And I root for her. She's a beautiful woman. She's successful. I really want to see if it's not going in that direction. I still want to see who Quad is, how Quad is living her life, if she's getting over this divorce with Dr. G, whatever. I want to see both of them happy. I want to see both of them win. So that's how I feel about that. If y'all saw the show, let me know what y'all think. But I'm just going to leave it like that. It was very, very good. This was a great ending. I must say that Season 5 was the best of Married to Medicine, and there's yet more to come. They can't go down. They can only go up from here, because I really truly enjoy it. But yeah, I gotta go. Talk to y'all later. Holla.